Hi Aquarius, this is your reading with me for intimate love messages from your person for May 2021. So we're going to have a look, see what's coming through. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Literally looks like it's going to rain outside, so the screen has gone even more dull. The sun is like, no, I don't want to be here today. Anywho, I want to be here today, so we will have a look. Alright, so I just wanted to very quickly mention before we get into the reading, I have all your cards right here. But I also wanted to mention that if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. Actually, I don't just do one giveaway every single month, now I do 5. So 5 people can win a reading with me every single month. All the information on how it works, how you find out who the winners are, everything is listed in the description box below and how you can enter, so do check that out. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading with me, those are done within 24 to 48 hours and all the information is listed down below, so definitely do check that out if you are interested. And finally, all of my intention items are on Etsy as well if you would like to purchase handmade intention items by me. Everything is listed in the description box below, it's linked down below. There's intention manifesting items such as handmade bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, your wallet or your purse. Check out the review section to see how other people have seen results with them, which is on my Etsy store. And also there's face masks, crystals, divination coins, charms, pendulums, glass bowls, etc. New releases every single week on there, and from me to you as well. So some really exciting things I'm working on for the Etsy store as well. So yeah, everything is linked down below and items are meditated with and saged. Okay, so let's have a look and see Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. There's one that's flipped over here as well. There's another one that just flipped over as well. Okay, and let's see, there we go. There's one here. So we have here, I was in denial, telepathically communicate with me, and then we've got here, I reminisce a lot. That's the right word, isn't it? I'm having one of those moments. I reminisce a lot on the time spent with you. I believe that's the right way of saying things. I'm not sure. Some of the spellings in these cards are not quite right. So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind with this particular deck that I purchased. Some of the spellings are not quite right, but it's okay. We get the point of things. But yeah, it's really interesting actually. Okay, so I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. I wonder if that is spelled right. I'm just curious now. Okay. Anyways, aside from that, okay, Aquarius, what I see here is that they are going to feel in May that they have been in denial in the past. And I think also because, you know, May brings you Taurus season, Gemini season. What's happening is that they're thinking a lot more about things. They are being much more active, proactive in regards to how they consider things, how they do things, how they talk about things, how they progress within certain ideas, notions, challenges, things like that. You know, they're just not as closed off as they once were before. Telepathically communicate with me is really going to show that they are trying to telepathically communicate with you. And, you know, sometimes they lay in bed at night and they're thinking, you know, I wish I just didn't treat you like that. You know, I wish I could have just been more open towards you. You know, I wish I didn't have to take this, you know, this energy like this. I wish that I could be much more progressive. You know, it's almost like they're trying to talk to you in many ways. And they're just, you know, trying to say it to themselves, but also trying to say it to you. Do you know what I mean? So that's the kind of vibe I get with that particular card. And then, of course, they do think about the past. They think about nostalgia here as well. They think about the things that you did do or the little glances that you shared with one another, etc. So they do think about that. And then we also have here as well, I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. So they do want to do something, right? Because it says here, I was in denial, which goes to show that in May, they're coming out of denial. They're understanding much more of what they do want. They're thinking so much more about the nostalgia. It's building a lot of positivity within them that, you know what, I do want to do this. I do want to come towards you. I do want to progress. I remember the good times. I want to take action. You know, I don't want to just run in the opposite direction and live in denial. They are coming out of denial from what we see here. Okay, so let's have a look with these cards. It says here, I took you for granted. I hate myself for that. So that's what we have here, right? They were in denial. They were running the opposite direction, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, for some of you, right? I got mad at you for being right. So now they're recognizing and realizing that you were right all along. You were right all along, Aquarius. Wow. Okay, so yeah, they're coming out of denial in May. They're understanding much more of themselves, how they did things, how they felt, how they shouldn't have done things. You know, it's a really strong energy we have here soon. Soon I want to see you, which makes a lot of sense because it says here, I'm going to take action, I'm just planning the approach. So soon, and then I want to see you. So that's a really strong vibe, a really strong energy in regards to the fact that they do want to see you. And there's this energy here of soon and wanting to do so soon as well, which is pretty significant. So yeah, they do want to see you soon, and they're planning to take action, you know? They're going to take action, they're just planning it right now. So now we go to Monopoly Tarot. Yes, you had that right, Monopoly Tarot. Such a cute deck. I like this deck a lot, actually. It's really, the way they've made this is pretty amazing. Let me grab the cards. Okay, we've got quite a few here, actually. Quite a bit of pink and blue here. Well, when I say quite a bit, you have one blue card, but you kind of get my point here. Pink and blue, it really reminds me of like the divine feminine, divine masculine kind of energies. You know, regardless, by the way, if, for example, if it's a male-male relationship or a female-female relationship or a female-male relationship, divine masculine, divine feminine can still apply. So I just wanted to mention that as well. Okay, so that's interesting because that might represent something too to you guys, especially if you believe that, you know, it's a soulmate twin flame connection. So we have here the Knight of Pentacles, which shows and says messenger of slow and steady. So they're quite slow and steady with how they approach things. They're not exactly the fastest paced when it comes to things. They're taking, they're planning, right? They're planning an approach. So baby steps is really where they're at with things. Then we have here the Four of Swords, restful solitude way. So, you know, again, that sort of image of them sort of lying in bed and sort of trying to kind of talk to you, but in a way talking to themselves, really does remind me of the Four of Swords card, especially if you guys know what the card looks like. You know that there's a person just kind of sleeping, right, or resting in many ways, and they've got their hands like this. That's what the card in tarot is all about, and essentially it's about prayer, rest, retreat, that kind of a vibe. Okay, so yeah, they are really trying to do things in a very restful way. They're trying to understand themselves in such a way that just, you know, makes it easier for themselves in many ways as well. Then we've got here the Emperor. So the Emperor is very powerful because the Emperor is also number 4 as well, and 4 is all about foundations. So they want to build a foundation. They want to ensure that things are strong between the two of you. They want to progress in the right way. They don't just want to like go into a direction that makes them feel overwhelmed and quite, well, overwhelmed. Then you also have here the Ace of Swords, which is clarity way. So they are having epiphanies, they're having realizations, awakenings, they're becoming enlightened, they're coming out of that denial, right? It's not like Two of Swords, like where they're so defensive and they're just like, oh no, actually I think this, no, actually I think this, actually no, I think this. They're not in denial, right? Over the course of May, they are coming into an awakening from what we see. They're understanding much more of what this connection holds for them and how they feel and how it also makes them feel. Then you have here Justice. Okay, so Justice here is a resolution. It is a realization. It's about things getting balanced. It's about your good karma coming your way and them really karmically understanding exactly what's going on here as well. They want to see you. They want to do something soon, right? They want to resolve things. We've got here the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is an energy here of awakening. The Hanged Man is an energy here of spiritual enlightenment and also being in rest, you know, because the Hanged Man with the Four of Swords and of course the fours that we have there are about things being very steady, rest, relaxation, you know, in that sense. Then we also have here Death. Death is about transformation. You know, Death is a very strong Scorpio energy, which is also about, you know, the situation transforming. So I definitely see here that they want to make things different in this particular month where, again, they are also going through a transformation, whereas before they were in denial, kind of running away from things. Now they are no longer running away from things. You know, death is about death and rebirth, and things sort of coming together and literally transforming. So that's what we see. Plus, your last card here is the Empress with a ring. So this is about, you know, them thinking about the future, thinking about commitment, thinking about how things can be strengthened between the two of you and your bond. Plus, you have got here the Emperor and the Empress, and that I think is just really, really powerful and very, very strong. You know, Aquarius, it's a strong vibe, it's a strong energy, and you know what I'm going to do? Usually for all the thumbnails, I always use these white cards. For your thumbnail, I'm going to use these two cards because I think this really sums things up in many ways, especially if they've been quite detached, because the Emperor is known to be about detachment. Empress is quite attached, but in many ways, you know, opposites attract, and they're starting to really recognize and realize that they're no longer in, you know, in that strong denial. Like there's a change, there's a rebirth, there's progression. These are the two big cards, you know, because they are counterparts. And remember what I said when these cards first came out, I saw like a divine masculine, divine feminine kind of energy with its counterparts. And this makes so much sense, right? It literally makes so much sense. You've got Venus energy here, you've got Aries energy here. It goes together really, really well. Also, Venus rules Libra and Taurus, so do keep that in mind. You have got Taurus season in May too, so something to keep in mind. Plus, you've got Libra energy with Justice, Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, so strong vibes. So that is your reading, and if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, check out the description box below for more information as well, and take care everyone. Bye!